talking about it here, is not really in favor of C9.
Definitely doesn't look that way. I would give this like 60% chance for one dub to win, to get a dub in this one, because how easy it is to play.
Step lively now.
Well, we're finding out what's going to happen in the first game of this best of 3 series, but first, a couple of words from Coach Astini.
Yeah, hi Sheebs, I am here, as you say, with Astini from Cloud9. First of all, must be delighted with the groups going 5-1.
Feels okay, was expected.
Straight to the bottom with you.
So, looking at the draft here, I've seen a Wyvern picked up. I haven't seen too much of him at the tournament. What can we expect from this game? How are you guys going to look to play?
Atomi will carry on this hero. We didn't play on group stage because group stage were just like screens. They didn't really matter. And now that really matters, we just taking the strong strategies. It's way too strong.
Way too strong. There, you heard it first. Okay, so what are you expecting from 1W?
They're a good team. Expect them to try to win early game and snowball from there.
Are you going to try and stop them?
Hopefully, yes.
Okay, well, best of luck to you. And I believe I'm going to throw it to the casters now, and that would be Owen and Fogged. Take it away, chaps.
Thank you very much, Ted. Yes, looking forward to this one. 1W up against Cloud9, and Dizaz was touched upon in that interview. We're getting some kind of new heroes, right? A few first appearances here this road to the International. We've got the Wyvern, obviously over on the side of Cloud9, and then the Gyro-IO combo here coming out from 1W. I mean, what do you make of all of this, Fogged?
I mean, they said it on the panel, right? It tends to happen. These Enigmas, if it's going to be led through DM, it's just like his best/most popular hero. Gyro's going to probably start to come back in. So, yeah, definitely interesting to see them just pull it out. It's a comfort hero for Munkushi. He plays all these super carries, so this is going to be interesting. And yeah, the Wyvern overall, this hero, the Rum, the way it worked versus Gyrocopter, people used to talk about. If you do get it off, you can kind of just deal with all the big damage that Gyro does with his flak initially. So kind of a cool pick, but like they said also, like Mira and Effie was talking about, they picked the Kunkka for the team fight, but it's going to reduce their overall pick-off potential. Sure. Shira Jr. in the puck.
Absolutely. Well, and as the panel mentioned, right, the main way that they're going to be catching someone as elusive as Chira on his puck is this curse setup into a follow-up arrow or torrent. That's going to be the best sort of shot outside of potential itemization that they could go for to help deal with the puck.
Which is probably that Orchid, right? Yeah, that itemization that they were saying. We used to see it on the Kunkkas quite a bit, and we'll have to see if no one does go down that route as well, too, because it does look maybe pretty necessary this game if they want to be able to just fight back in the early and the mid game. So see how these lanes do end up going, because yeah, top right now we're seeing the I think we actually get a decent amount out of that first wave, so those idle lines weren't cleared out. Bottom, Marana is going to get pressured this, or sorry, they switched it up, apologies. So he's able to just play in this lane, so they're dodging very nicely. So that's a cool approach, because we used to see the Enigmas when they get picked early. You see the Gyro.
Moon gets the kill. Now the question is if he can get out. Cloud's going to try with the chase. Fishman's got the TP. He's not going to stop it. And indeed the rotation comes in. Top setup there with the combo. No one able to make sure that they can slam down this Gyro.
Oh, that was like the last 3 minutes. The sequence was just kind of beautiful. Just Fishman ditching. They make these little plays just to make rotations happen and stuff like that. They get the kill, double steal, Wisdom Rune, kill Munkushi's courier, and no one gets.
They might get more as well. They respect. He's going to hide underneath his tower.
Oh, I mean, that's huge. I mean, whenever these double Wisdom Runes get stolen, and if the stacks potentially do get stolen to the game, that really starts to get a little awkward.
I mean, Watson turns up as well. They're absolutely ready to try and make a second attempt to the kill up top. And look for the X mark to hold back Munkushi, get him back into the torrent combo. But Chira Jr. turns up with a rotation themselves. Now, thinking about charging in, but he's still level 5. No ult to be had. DM just turns the ult, but immediately Chira Jr. puts a stop to it with the Waning Rift. Respect getting low, but he backs off with Munkushi. Both teams throwing down ultimates, but nobody to fall.
1W just trying to disengage. That solar flare was active. Everybody was hitting super hard, so we'll be able to disengage, but it costs. Yeah, they have to use ults just to disengage and don't get kills, but they at least disengage from that black hole.
They do.
That was a little
black hole gone.
That was pretty enthusiastic there from DM trying to go for it, but either way, attempts to put some extra pressure. It's a lot of movement in these first 8 minutes. And so far, yeah, C9 looking a good chunk better. Have we seen what build? I'm gonna check actually really quickly from no one which one he did decide to go down the route. He's just going Blade Mail, so he's not actually going to be going down that Orchid. Yeah, well, we'll see if he does purchase, but he's going standard, so he's feeling like, you know what?
It's good.
I own the puck. We'll have things to deal with him probably later on. We'll see if he does change it or not, but yeah, I mean, the Blade Mail is super good.
Yeah, so much damage that's just going to be thrown out in these fights that will, of course, get reflection. Flat cannon hits, kisses coming in. The Blade Mail is going to be a bit of a nuisance for 1W, especially with the...
Doesn't seem to be one of those big damage dealers as we see these Maranas, these Wind Rangers, how fast they burst heroes in a second.
Exactly.
It takes some time.
It does feel like the old versus the new, right?
It does.
1W coming in with some old carry, the Jaro.
Nice dude.
C9 coming in with the Watson Marana, one of the newer ones that people are liking right now. Doom's dropped down, they're going to be able to back away from it. I mean, Relocate has come in, they're trying to bring Munkushi into the fight. But caught in the front line, Respect's taken down immediately. Sure, they'll kill off Fishman.
I mean, Kunka's going to come back in.
And they've got the setup. X-Mark's dragging back Munkushi straight back into the midst of the action. It will get bounced away with the cookie. Chira Jr. jumps back in with the silence onto the two of them. And Cloud considering stepping up into this, but it's still rather scary for 1W to approach for more. But they'll take that.
They used a lot.
They used the IO.
They used every ultimate. They used absolutely everything, so they got to be careful now for the disengage.
That's true, and Black Hole is still at the ready here for DM. So they keep the pressure onto the tower here, Cloud9 with the Eidolons, and they're still hovering around, considering more.
I like how we're getting these it was a 5v5 engagement that was kicking off there. No one was able to disengage from the Doom coil instantly, which kind of giving these type of real opportunities, not really being split up versus Desio.
Oh, they've got the vision for the setup. They're going to find Sweet and Strong here underneath the ward spot.
Oh, and he can't even finish off the ward. Let's see. Flash could apply some pressure here off of these kills, and they know Doom's on cooldown. Getting a scan, looking for more. And DM, the pipe is...
It's close.
Pipe is 300 away, Owen.
Yeah, it's very close. And meanwhile, I think...
Oh, Chira!
But the setup here,
They've got the blast.
They could drop it if they want to, and they will. They'll need to for the kill. It's absolutely worth it. Take that mid puck out the game and just continue to make him struggle. You see on the net worth right now of the cause, Chira Jr., he's falling behind.
He sure is. Having a real rough one, and they're still even looking for these plays. No one. Here with Watson.
Cloud. I don't know if he's got many ways out of this one. Even if he did, the TP still on cooldown, so not a chance to break away from this play.
They're playing the map beautifully.
It's looking good here for Cloud9.
Every move is hitting, every response is kind of hitting too, and yeah, they're just getting the better farm across the board here. His Kunkka pick, it's working beautifully. I mean, no one has been... If it's actually going to be enough, if it's just him. It really is it's a 4 protect 1, isn't it?
It's going to be a 4 protect 1. It really is. They're going to try and get the setup on the Chira Jr. They're going to break him away with a cookie, but the X-Mark is there. And even just with the battery assaults alone, really, he can't get out of that. He's dead again. And now they can get the pressure on towards the top Cloud9, bringing the creep wave round, even scanning out behind the tree line, see if they can find more, and they can. No one is able to get the setup here with the Torrent. They're wrapping around, surrounding the Snapfire. Sweet and Strong dead as well. Cloud9 starting to steamroll this one.
And that's no one's, pretty much his Orchid actually done after the Blade Mail as well too. So now he's got even more answers for Chira Jr., who I don't think he's very close to anything really to get that Dispel off, so doesn't even have that Witchblade yet. Just playing the map beautifully, continuing to apply pressure. Tier 2 dropping. Watson now able to get involved even more so too with the Gleipnir. Game is looking very good for them. And Kushi, you've got your work cut out for you.
They're looking to see if they can get the timing for the setup. Torrent, they get the connection onto Munkushi, onto the side. And you've got Fishman holding back Respect. He's trying to get over to Munkushi.
The Blade Mail.
Not going to be able to.
The Blade Mail just killed him.
And they're both dead. Cloud9 completely outplaying 1W right now and getting the big kill there, taking Munkushi off the map. And as you can see, he's the only one really getting somewhere right now for 1W. Cloud and Chira Jr. just continuing to desperately try and catch up. But it's not happening so far now. Never problems online. No one's got his Orchid done. They're all having fantastic games on the 3 cores and largely down to that adaptation.
Close.
They catch the snap though. Sweet and Strong caught in the combo from no one. They get the push onto the tier 2. Fortification comes out from 1W. But not looking to try and make any fight happen 4 versus 5, that's for sure.
Play versus so many of these auras. They do have that mech on the IO. They have the crest up on their Snapfire, but that's it for now until later for the Doom. And soon the Aghanims now is going to be done for the Kunkka too. So yeah, no one just continues to have this marvelous game. The coil?
They've got the coil out onto the 2 of them.
They don't want to go on.
I mean, they're very, very careful about approaching any further, and indeed, nothing's going to happen with that Dream Core use.
you have to know where the Enigma and the Wyvern are. You have to try to see them or catch them initially, because if you...
Full 5-man. Ready on the defense. They're going to end up stepping into no one again with a jump crowd. Look at the opening, but that Rinser's curse there in terms of the BKBs were out in time. So Munkushi can continue to push forward. The Dream Coil down on the Water Mirana. We cold embrace for now. They got the maximum damage taken out through they too.
Very nice.
They burst through Watson and now 1W. They'll try and turn for more. DM. He chased towards. They've got a hook shot coming in. In fact, no one. He's ready with the turnaround. He slams down the boat straight down towards the Gyro. Pulls him on the tidal wave. There's back over the rear gate. X amount. He's back in. The X. No one. He was prepared for the relocate save, and he puts a stop to it. They take down Munkushi. They may just find Chira Junior as well. They will. No one sweeps him up with a tidal wave. Completely breaks the fight there.
Oh my goodness, no one. Who needs the carry Watson? No one just gets a beautiful setup.
I just outplayed them all.
And this is a fight that you probably don't expect C9 to be like, hey, we're, you know, like 1W's probably like, oh, they're not going to take this fight. They lost their carry. No one just comes in, gets a clutch. DM, beautiful black hole. They're going to get potentially another Axe here.
I think at least. I mean, they've got the fortification coming out from 1W, but
they pop a counter glyph. I mean, they really want to push forward.
Yeah. Cloud9, I mean, no one in particular hitting them hard there in that situation. A situation that you can tell at the beginning of that fight, 1W, they felt something. They felt they had something. It was off to a good start. They got the carry. They were ready to go for more. But yeah, no one just completely smashing any efforts from them to try and push that fight to their advantage, as now 1W indeed losing a second set of barracks here in the mid. No one leading the charge, ready to go for more. There with the silence, Cloud. B5 seconds. He's incredibly tanky, and no one will get caught by the homing missile. Cloud has to pop his own BKB to retreat. So back off.
They get the force out. Coil, but he's got BKB if he
just don't have the damage to bring him down. Cold Embrace is there as well. So they can keep no one safe, keep that Kunkka alive. Still yet to go down this game. 5-0-6 on no one.
I know, and it's such a beast. Look at him go, even running in with 25% HP.
Cat's he's looking for the center. He jumped in. Don't get clipped by the silence though. They're going to try and force him out of this. The flank cannon hits coming in. They brought the Wyvern down. Now the turnover with Fishman. Fishman trying for a TP out, but the All Scepter is there to stop it. 1W. They'll catch the two supports.
Costs a buyback though, and the cores are the ones that do get away. They just able to TP out. That was a chance for them to maybe get some of these kills onto one of them, but not quite able to. Man, Cena just playing this so well. I can't believe how confident I'm seeing. Like, no one is just playing so confident. He's just running.
Cloud9, they're still there. They've got a black hole, a curse, everything ready to drop. So push will continue.
Literally every ultimate. I didn't even see the relocate. Whoops. Yeah, every single spell was used there. BKB.
Scruffy carefully steps forward. BKB, of course, still on corner. They're going to catch him in the X-Mark Torrent boat. They've got the cookie to try and break him out of the combo. Cloud jumps in. Gets caught by the stun himself, though. Chira Junior trying to help out, but Cloud is getting shredded here by the right clicks. The Black Hole's going to get dropped to lock down the puck. Chira Junior and Cloud, they'll buy back immediately, but the tier 3s are gone.
They're so good at covering each other in these turns. Munkushi
gets caught by the tidal wave. The Chira Junior is going to try and jump in to help out, but use the cookie to try and get Munkushi out of there. They're taking out the aim on one, some of the curse, catches the three of them, causes the death of respect. He has a buyback, uses it immediately. Munkushi needs help. He'll turn his attention over towards the clockwork, trying to right-click down Fishman. Has the buff up now from respect as he comes in with the tether, keeping their gyro alive and trying to keep this defense going. They've killed off Fishman. Now they'll try and turn for more. Munkushi with the chest.
They'll be in trouble.
The jump forward, the coil's back up. It's a great one as well. Catches onto the two of them. Can they bring in the damage? They'll focus Watson first. The cookie comes in. Watson's still alive. Leaps out of the fight. He's able to walk away. Finally, they'll get him. But it's cost them 3 heroes. 1W down to the final 2. They don't have anyone buyback to expect. Munkushi the reload taken out in time. But it's going to be a 2 versus 5 defense. Maybe a 1 versus 5 because respect off the back of the re-relocate is going to be heading back over there. The torrent not timed perfectly, but it doesn't matter. He's dead regardless.
And they're just looking for the end. They see Munkushi.
And they get the hook shot. Caught off to the side. GG. They'll get it. GG, well played. Cloud9 take this game 1 against 1W.
And this was a very much so a team win, right? It was kind of everybody playing beautifully on the side of C9. The teamwork, everything.
Maybe there's some saving it, but maybe it is all part of a great picture, a greater plan by Coach Achilles that we're going to hear from right now.
Yeah, thanks, Sheebs. I am here, as you say, with Achilles, who's the 1W coach. So first of all, I just want to say, game 1 looked pretty rough. What went wrong from your perspective?
Первая игра была сложная. Что пошло не так, с вашей перспективы?
Prepare for battle.
Нужно переиграли нас.
Нигмы, сноуболится, электричество. Оно сломалось и...
So we got outplayed at the laning stage because the lanes were swapped. The game for Gyrocopter wasn't that good, and well, yeah, the game wasn't just going as we planned.
Fair enough. So this is obviously the first TI for a lot of these young players. In fact, all of them, your whole team. How are you calming them down and keeping them from getting too...
Это первый TI для такой молодой команды. Как вы поддерживаете их, даете им уверенность?
Да, в целом стараемся думать об этом правильно. Да и ребята, в принципе, уже есть опыт ланов, поэтому мы фокусированы на беге и на своей.
30 seconds to battle.
They had a lot of experience playing, and they don't think much about it. So they're just focused on winning and going on.
Fantastic. All right, last question. This looks like a pretty...
Particular.
I think they just got more normal heroes. You know, they didn't go for the super risky Gyrocopter, which I was very worried about because I'm not sure how good of a hero it is. This draft just looks better overall with the meta, you know, the meta that they have in particular. Sanking is good, builds the auras. I think Cloud overall, he's going to be a lot more comfortable on this than that Doom. We heard T saying it. This is more along his play style than that farming style. Sunstrike.
That's a good hit. Man, with the cold snap and a few right clicks.
They got him.
Oh, they do indeed. Ticks down there to the damage from Fishman. It's first blood for Cloud9.
This is, honestly, this is super cool. This is one of the cooler switch-ups I've seen, I think, so far this tournament. After we just saw C9 do the switch-up, at least of the lanes in that last game, because now, effectively, these two lanes are going to be very one-sided, right? Or effectively pretty one-sided, because you have this double range for Sanking. That's going to be really hard for you to take advantage of. And Monkey King, it's a really hard matchup for Pango. You can't really do much of anything.
Yeah, we're seeing it here. 11 and 8 against the 7-0. Heavy amount of denies for no one. And a lane that's only going to continue to go in the favor of the Monkey King, you'd imagine, as the levels come in. Much easier for no one to just stand his ground with the Jingu Mastery leveled up.
And the panel was even asking, they were like, oh, we want to see this Monkey King, but they were expecting...
Oh yeah. You know, who could blame Chira, really? Knows that going head-to-head with no one who really is playing back at his prime in terms of the level of play we're seeing from him in the mid.
Wow.
It's getting very low.
Survive for now.
Telekinesis onto Fishman. They'll drop down a blood grenade as well. Is it going to be quite enough? It doesn't look to be. Fishman will survive.
Almost a stick fade both potential if Sweet and Strong was able to get the vision. Fishman trying to get the angle for a brain saps. Maybe the Enchantress is coming down, so they're looking to pressure.
They really want to get this kill.
Cloud's low, though. I don't know.
And Fishman, he's in a great position at the other side of the trees, really avoiding anything. In fact, indeed, they turn over towards Cloud. Cloud comes in with a burst strike, but Cloud, he's going to be the first one to go down. Fishman, he's got the Nightmare at the ready to hold back Sweet and Strong. No one's coming with a TP. Sweet and Strong's trying to bring down Fishman. Will be able to find him, but no one. He's able to chase out Respect, make sure that Cloud9, they get the 2 kills.
He might go for Sweden, too.
He's definitely looking for it. Trying to jump across. We'll get the connection with the Boundless underneath the tower. He's diving in. The Jingu's built up. One more final slap to finish off the deal. It's a double kill for no one.
Beautiful rotation. And in the meantime, too, as he makes that move, you know...
They have hit a scan, so they know that someone's around here. And yeah, they'll drop a sentry. Very heads up there from Cloud9, dropping the sentry after they hit the scan. They know that someone's hiding. They find him. They get the kill. They keep their wisdom, and Chira's game continues to get smashed.
Oh, they even tip him. Oh, Chira, I feel so bad. I mean, that was like probably the best attempted move that he could make, but yeah, they've got the sentry, they've got the stun, they've got all the connection. Watson just continues to get enabled here. The 3 lanes look great. Alchemist is farming, but it's not that type of like super farm that you would have maybe expected versus that Enigma. It's ahead of the other cores by like 600, 700, but they've done a good job of here.
So if they could bring in any follow-up to try and do anything about it. It's hard with Munkushi having the 6 of the Chemical Rage at the ready, so they won't be diving in for the Alchemist as of yet.
Unless they have the Monkey King, it's probably unlikely that they do end up going for the Alchemist, at least in these early moves. And pointing out...
With the Concoction is under the tier 1.
Under the tower.
They'll be able to reach him with the Telekinesis in with the Rolling Thunder as well. They'll get him. DM is taken out. Does take the 4 of them. Same time, plays are being made on towards Cloud as well. Setups there. Boundless Strike comes in. Both teams lose their offlaners.
They have to commit a lot to kill DM, but probably... area.
Oh, they've got the grip. They find Respect off to the side underneath the ward.
Easy kill.
Nothing that the rest of 1W can do to help.
They try to, like, even like a small movement, they try to make down toward the Invoker. It's red immediately there from that ward that they have, and no one. See Chira just looking to continue being very annoying. His timing's going to be good on his mail.
Yeah, because I imagine this is one of those games. It's the patch for it, right? Where if you're Cloud9, you're just rushing the. There's Monkey King looking to fight at any availability.
I mean, if we get a moment, of course, during some downtime, I want to see some heat map.
This is a bit risky from no one. He's gone a little bit deep here. We'll get caught by the burst strike, the telekinesis, and the concoction. This time, no one bites off a little bit more than he can chew. They'll take him down.
Jumping all over the place, bound to get caught. They were set up this time around. And they didn't have to commit too much, right? It wasn't epic, but at the least now they do still have Chira Jr. with his roll available if they want to try to pressure something here. Chira, careful.
Kasumi, spike carapace set up.
It's not enough. Oh, with the sleep, maybe.
They do have a grip if they want to play with it, but with the presence of respect, they know that they can't push on for more. 1W has the numbers, so.
Careful how they do split up on 1W, because they could get caught here.
Cushy. So a bit of time there for the chemical rage. If they got the burst to go through it, they have.
The neutral!
Oh, okay, but the neutral creep is there to help out as well with a bit of burst, and in fact gets the last bit of damage onto him, so no guilt to be had, but still.
Yeah, they get the Alchemist off the map there, so it slows down his momentum significantly for the Invoker to keep that farm catching.
Cloud
out again.
But the opening up to no one. No one's able to turn with the power strike. Then put a stop to the channeling of the epicenter. Can't turn the over the back of his work. Gets the stun beautifully lined up in between the two of them, catching both of them. Cloud's gone. Respect heavily on the retreat. Kataomi, no one, and DM, they're ready to chase him down. Malefice is there. Respect, he'll try and heal up for the damage, but Boundless is at the ready. A double kill for no one.
Oh, Sweetie Song's actually able to live. I thought he was dead too. He was slept. Fishman actually hesitated on the Fiend's Grip for a second. He's able to tree dance away. Either way, though,
that's looking pretty good. I'm excited to see if some other teams start picking up the safe lane Invoker.
It can be very risky because you're super fragile, Owen. Like early game, you die if anybody gets on you. But so far, it's been beautiful.
And that sort of result of that bottom lane's just continue to cause suffering for Cloud. Again, getting hunted down.
Yeah, it's just really clever, right? They did not see this. There's no way you can see something like this coming when you have like Sand but yeah, very clever to put this double range versus it. Sand he just doesn't effectively can't do anything throughout this early game. And now he's got Bloodstone, sure, but no auras, Owen.
You're not helping the team,
he's
right?
He's playing for himself. Yeah. This Alchemist who's got his Radiance and stuff like that isn't really enabled by him as well.
It just feels a little bit disjointed, right, in terms of the next time as well. He's got the Blink Dagger queued up. They've already got a Pango that's been forced to buy the Blink first. When are things going to really come together?
So Chira's playing off lane from the mid lane.
He basically.
And Sand King's playing mid lane from the off lane. So I guess that's what they determined as the game is going on. So,
which is understandable, I guess, with how rough of a start Chira does have. But indeed, it definitely doesn't mean this is going to be an easy game for 1W. They're struggling right now.
And they're just getting hunted so much. As the panel was talking about, there's so much potential movement here from C9. Another Sunstrike.
It's not going to be enough.
Time to move.
Just a bit of a tickle there for Munkushi. He's able to continue to walk away.
But so much like it. Stop Fishman.
I mean, they really want at least something, and they will get it. They'll get Fishman. They needed that, as I said. They brought everyone, including the Alchemist, over for that play.
I mean, that's the Fishman classic, though. You rotated everybody to kill a 5 Bane. You know, I think T was talking about a panel too. Is like Fishman has a record of deaths in this tournament, but it's working beautifully.
We've been seeing pretty frequently from Cloud9 with their performances. They know how to keep their cores alive.
And there's this Dagon coming in with the. It's so much burst. Always have the follow-up.
Tough times ahead here for 1W. Yeah, Cloud9 excited to see what else they've kind of kept up their sleeves, you know, as we've heard. Turn out today, they're already starting to bring out stuff that we just weren't seeing from them in the groups. You know, they make the groups look pretty easy.
Oh yeah.
To be fair, you know, 5-1, going fantastically for them there, but clearly a team. Anya Toro.
Oh, look at that. The ward on the high ground, they scout.
Look at it, they've got the Sunstruck down on Sweden from it's not enough out here. Indeed, immediately dead on the Sand King. They're trying to go for Fishman. Fishman's surviving through this. The Black Hole's off for DM. He's caught the 2 cores. Chira Jr. is gone. Same to be said for Munkushi. I mean, they're just too far behind. They just don't have the damage. They do not have the survivability 1W as they get team wiped by Cloud9.
I don't think you could have asked for a more picture-perfect team fight coming out there. Insta-kill the Sand King, catch the Rubik, everything comes perfect, and then there's a Black Hole on the 2 cores, plus a Fiend's Grip follow-up. It's Yeah, it's beautiful. You really could not ask for more.
Indeed, for 1W.
I think teams watching this, it's like, yeah, you can pick answers to Enigma, but this team knows how to play versus the answers. You know, DM, he didn't really falter top versus the Alchemist. Last game they did a bit of the switch-up stuff with the lane, so it just feels like they have this understanding of how to play versus those counters. So
I think you may just have to ban it, right?
Yeah, perhaps.
Against
it's
DM.
too good for him. They're too comfortable with it. It's a problem, and it's like, and we're talking about him. He's not even the one who's owning this whole game. That's the biggest.
No, he's
chilling.
He's doing what he usually does. You know, he's just doing the usual on his Enigma, which is fantastic, of course. But indeed, outside of that, no one. He's been the one running up and down the map. Watson, he's been hitting these sunstrikes left, right, and center thanks to the support setups. And now they're up to the high ground.
Yep. I feel like Watson had it. He's got some great sunstrikes. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like in this series overall, like his support in the mid have just done so much for him. It's given him a lot of leeway to do what he wants.
Munkushi. The stun was getting a caught by a stun himself. They're trying to burst through Watson. Can they get him the ones they can? Turn over towards DM. They've found a couple of them, and now with the Aegis, can Watson do anything on round 2? Munkushi's going to continue to chase down Fishman. Kanto turns back over with the stun, but it'll cost him his life as they've lost both the two of them. And Watson, he's just going to bail out of the fight. They don't want to continue this. No one's going to jump out with the Agnum Sharp Boundless Strike. They'll chase on forward, though, and will bring him down as well.
Nice fight.
1W, they bring together a defense. They will manage to hold things off and push Cloud9 back, despite Cloud9 going in there with the Aegis.
Very nice fight. I mean, just taking advantage of the fact that these, the Black Hole in particular, was still on cooldown.
They'll be too afraid of looking for a fight once more, especially with the fact that you mentioned that the Black Hole is back online. They'll get a quick catch on Respect in the river. Catch the Pango.
And now no one, he's making the stray across. They know heroes are down here. Cloud.
Fine. Because she's able to jump in, but the BKB's out immediately for no one. Return towards Cloud. Cloud's able to break away, but Forest Drive the Boundless is there from no one. Closes in on the gap. Drops down the Wukongs. That's Cloud gone.
Losing those two cores that were just starting to get a bit of a recovery. Immediately swung back. C9. And they're still pressuring top. They actually have triple Fort Spirit as well that's being sent up there.
And 1W, they really do need the entire lineup alive to be able to.
They were kind of handed the initiation in that one. Cheer up. Be careful.
They get the setup with the Boundless. He's going to need help. He's going to need it now. We'll get dragged out to the side here, but the Fiend's Grip comes out from Fishman. Jump forward from Munkushi. Straight over towards the pain. They get the forward jump full on one for the two of them, but no one points the BKB. He's on to Munkushi, forcing back the Alchemist. Cheer comes in for the Rolling Thunder. The Black Hole is going to be used to lock down Cloud. They'll take the Sankey out. Boundless again for no one. Catch on back on them, but indeed it's there. Swedish Rock lock up and it's put to a stop. No one survives. He can continue to take down the kills one by one. A second to fall here on 1W. Can they deal with no one? They're trying to focus the back, but they've got the control for Munkushi. He's out, no buyback. Respect gets nuked down by Kataomi. 1W, they try their best, but at this point, it's not quite enough. They lose 4 of them.
Oh, lights. Okay. I mean, it really comes. This fight in particular, yes, because they're so hyped. They're just
to quickly in.
He went through like 2 full stacks because he's able to just stand through everything. They couldn't kill him. These auras. They told me. Oh.
Dire's structures are
Push is going to come in now. This time, with 1W not having the full lineup alive,
Dire's
they can get
probably 2.
1 set, maybe 2, yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Could be the case here with the tier 3 in the mid going down.
They've got that alacrity on the Invoker. It does kill those buildings very quickly here.
Dire's middle barracks.
Didn't quite finish with the melee racks up top. They'll head over there now. Eidolons and no one should be able to make relatively quick work for it. They are starting to respawn.
Still got 10 seconds till Alk. His BKB's not. It's going to be up pretty much.
Alright, they've got the Fortify as well back up, so they won't lose the second melee as of yet. They'll hold on to that one.
But another huge item. A Eye of Scotty now finished up on top of this Monkey King. This one does feel like that nail in the coffin versus that Alchemist. He's able to sustain. They're committing in.
They'll start things with the jump onto Fishman, see if they can quickly dispose of the Bane. Munkushi bringing in the damage. They can. That's Fishman gone.
Okay. I mean, Rolling Thunderbolt's a chemical rage. You kill the 5 position, but that's, as we said, that's been the nature of the games here versus C9. You catch the 5s, but can you turn it into anything else? You see, the auras just continue to flurry out. Auras here for DM. Doesn't go. Just some of the games he does go BKB before going for Vlad's, but he's playing versus this Rubik, so he's just like, I'm just gonna full out go for these auras.
Haste.
Okay, one more item now picked up. Alchemist, a Maelstrom, I believe, if I saw that correctly. Which is not usually what you see on...
Yeah, he's just trying to get the Mjolnir.
It's pretty much like, I want to have as much, I need more damage, but this is... He got one-shotted by Katomi. It was like a 100 damage from somebody else, but Katomi killed him. 1900 HP Alchemist. He's pushing.
Now no one. He's in for more. Chira Jr.'s gone. He does have buyback. He'll be coming straight back into the action. Cloud9, they're onto the barracks.
I don't even know who to give the MVP for me on the side of Cloud9, because Katomi played so well in this game in particular, but no one dominated. Katomi probably this game. He honestly was everywhere. I felt like 1W just couldn't really get out on the map because of how much like invisible pressure these supports were putting on them.
Cloud trying to set up the spike Garrus was there inside the turn of the burst. Play on the strike here from Nod. He jumps over towards the back lines. He'll get the grab on towards Cloud. The black hole there from DM locking down Respect. Respect will be able to heal up. Finally gets moved down and finished off there by Kataomi. Do they have any sort of damage to take down any of these cores? They're trying for no one. A defensive nightmare comes out. No one's ever going to BKB. Baron is trying out onto the turn. Munkushi will be back in action. Jumps in. He's been able to take down one. He's going to look towards no one.
He can't fight him.
Doesn't have the damage. Munkushi has to run back towards the fountain. They can't kill the cores.
It's crazy. The auras, the enfeebles, everything. Munkushi tickles.
And no one. He's going to start toying with the outside of the fountain. Drops the Wukong's command down. Munkushi jumps in, but immediately gets shredded by the damage output of Cloud9. GG is called. Cloud9, they'll take the series 2-0, knocking 1W down to the lower bracket. In Cloud9, they'll move over in the upper.
In a very convincing fashion. This game was